how's it going, everybody? It is Josh here from TheBitBlock. Look at this. So, these are the most fancy-ass cans I've ever seen. This is, San Pellegrino. It's an Italian fruit drink. It's sparkling blood orange beverage. But what I love most about these is they're so fancy. They have a little extra piece of foil that you have to take off. I mean, there you go. Take that, Mother Nature. More garbage for you. So I probably should have done this before the video, but I'm going to take a sip, and then we'll start the video. Sorry, logo to camera. Oh my god. There's no way to logo to camera to this because the way it's built. Anyways, that's pretty good. Not sponsored, but it's really good. It's blood orange. It's like I'm drinking the blood of an orange. Anyways, hi. It's your old buddy Josh Thomas here. I'm making this video because TheBitBlock has officially surpassed 150,000 subscribers. I'm incredibly pumped about that. But most of all, I'm very humbled and very thankful for that. You guys are amazing. And just, you know, even though I'm a prick, believe me, I am capable of being humbled. And I am so thankful for all your support. Whether you have recently subscribed or you subscribed a long time ago, I truly, truly am thankful, and I hope you are enjoying what you have found here at this channel. Lots of stuff in the works. Lots of big stuff in the works, and I'm very excited about it. This summer, I really think that those numbers are going to skyrocket into the stratosphere, even more so. But for now, I thought, you know, I want to do a little something to celebrate 150K here at the channel. I started it in 2009, but even before then, I did have another Nintendo YouTube channel. It was known as Mamma Mia 19. Long story short, I moved that channel over to here because I wanted to have an official name that wasn't confusing, and so it was a long time ago. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for coming back every day or whenever you come back and watching the videos. It is... This is basically my livelihood, and even though I have the occasional meltdown and I don't like what I do, it's really nice to have you along for the ride. And like I said, lots of fun stuff coming up. But let's not drag this intro on anymore. My god, it's like a 2-minute intro. And rather than just sitting here congratulating myself and, you know, whatever, I decided to take this opportunity to talk about my personal favorite Nintendo YouTube channels, to kind of promote other people instead of just talking about myself. So I check out a few Nintendo channels. I have a little list here on my computer, and I thought I would, you know, talk about what I like about them. And maybe some of these you've never heard of, so you can go ahead and check them out yourself. So let's start off with, I think, one of the most important Nintendo voices out there on the internet, and that is Go Nintendo. Go Nintendo is mostly known as a news blog for Nintendo news. They've been around, I think, since 2005. It's been a while. And I've been visiting the site for a long time. But I think about a couple years ago, Raw Meat Cowboy, aka Kevin Cassidy, who runs Go Nintendo, he started a YouTube channel. And I love his work on the YouTube channel. He does like a top story of the day, a video where he just says, hey, here's the most important Nintendo news of the day. And I find incredible value in that because nowadays, especially, I can't really be bothered to keep up with all the Nintendo news. I sometimes try, you know, I get the kind of basic level of news sometimes, but it's just really exhausting to have to try and figure out what's going on every day with Nintendo or gaming news. So to have those daily videos where it's like, hey, boom, here it is. And I think he's an incredibly charming man. He seems just so very pleasant and humble and sweet. I'm not sure if he likes me, by the way. I think he used to, but I don't know how he feels about me anymore. He might not like me. But even if he doesn't, all this still stands. He's got a fantastic beard. He wears a captain's hat, like a skipper hat, which obviously I'm a huge fan of. You guys know how obsessed I am with the ocean and the Jaws ride. So anybody who wants to wear a skipper hat as fashion, just, you know, automatically amazing in my book. But he does another video series at Go Nintendo's YouTube channel where he has his parents play a video game every week. It's called My Parents Play, and it is so fantastic. His parents are so lovable. They are so entertaining to listen to and watch them play games. He started doing like a face cam, so you'll see them playing and you'll see the game. I think that drastically improved the video series because they make funny little movements and faces and stuff. But yeah, it's a very good YouTube channel for Nintendo stuff, and I love the My Parents Play stuff because I love seeing people talk about or play video games that wouldn't traditionally be playing them. So getting that unique perspective, and it's all silly and fun, and it's just something you can sit back to and casually watch and have a few giggles and stuff, and It's very entertaining. So, Go Nintendo on YouTube. Check it out. Next up, this is maybe a little bit of a cheat, because he doesn't always cover Nintendo, but I'm a huge fan of Chadtronic. I love Chadtronic's attitude. I love his design in general. He clearly is going for an early 90s Nickelodeon vibe with his videos, and he does do videos based on Nintendo as well. He's done some Nintendo reviews. He's done, you know, some Nintendo unboxings and overviews and stuff. So again, kind of cheating, because Chadtronic has really kind of moved away from Nintendo a bit, but he does put up the occasional Nintendo videos. He reacts to old Nintendo commercials and stuff like that. So I just love that guy. I think he's got a really fun persona. I think he seems very genuine and very original. So Chadtropic, he is amazing. I love him. Next up, I want to talk about these fellas. Of course, I love the Nintendo dads. I don't listen to a lot of gaming podcasts. I don't listen to a lot of podcasts in general. I usually just, you know, while I'm working, I'll listen to porn or I'll listen to Nintendo remixes. That's not true. I don't listen to Nintendo remixes. No, but the Nintendo dads are great. Because once again, just like I said with Go Nintendo as my parents play, it's really nice to hear a podcast or see YouTube videos presented from the perspective of like a parent. I don't know, I find that incredibly appealing because I guess I'm so used to, for many, many years now, listening to what gamers think of games. Hearing that unique perspective is pretty fantastic. But don't make any mistake, these Nintendo dads are very much gamers. But I just think there's a great chemistry. They're very honest, which is something that I think nowadays is really becoming a rarity, unfortunately, on YouTube. Everybody's just kind of like, hey, how's it going? Woo, Nintendo sent me a thing. Oh my God, it's great. But with them, they're real, they're genuine, and that's something I really value in YouTube content, especially for Nintendo. And so the Nintendo dads, they have a podcast they do every Wednesday. I always listen to it. I've been on it many times, actually. And they're just great guys. And I think they, you know, just very entertaining, relaxing to listen to, and very honest. So that is that is my current go-to Nintendo podcast. Very quickly, just to backtrack, Go Nintendo also has a podcast they do every week, and that is pretty good as well. I like that as well. Not comparing the two, but they also have videos up on their YouTube channel of the Go Nintendo podcast. But those are kind of my two Nintendo podcasts that I go to. Next up, I gotta mention this guy. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, but his name is Mr. Rogers Base. That's not literally his name. That'd be a very weird name for a human being. But Roger, my buddy Roger, Rogers Base is his main YouTube channel. He posts about anime. Does sometimes Nintendo stuff on that channel, but he has a new channel. Well, it's sort of new. It's relatively new. It's called Game and Vlog, and it is a channel which has video game stuff and vlog stuff. But yeah, he's been doing video game stuff on that. I like it a lot. Obviously, I would be remiss if I didn't mention my boy Roger, because I think in many ways Roger contributes to this channel, and so the 150K is partially thanks to him. Partially. We'll give him a little credit. Not too much. We don't want him to get an ego on him. But yeah, you got to check out Roger's new channel. I hope, by the way, he's got to do a lot more. I want him to do more gaming stuff on that channel, Roger. Let's go. Get to work, damn it. So next up, this guy is fantastic. Arlo. How can you not love Arlo? I think Arlo is great. He is critical of Nintendo, and I think that he does fantastic videos where he really describes how he feels about a game. If he doesn't like Paper Mario Color Splash or like the 2D Pikmin game, he doesn't really love them, and he very seemingly effortlessly explains where he has an issue with those games. I love that he's kind of a critical voice of Nintendo, but he's doing so better than I can. I am, of course, a critical voice of Nintendo, but when I do it, everybody calls me a douchebag and hates me. So obviously I'm not projecting my thoughts as well as Arlo does. But of course, Arlo does a lot of videos that are not just criticizing Nintendo. I cannot believe this wasn't... Oh man, this speaks volumes to how well the character is performed that I didn't start with this. But did I mention Arlo is actually a blue fuzzy puppet? He's performed by a man, I don't know who. Well, no, maybe Arlo just is a real creature. But I love that uniqueness of saying, I'm going to do Nintendo-related stuff, video game-related stuff, but I'm going to do it presented through a blue fuzzy puppet that looks like a Muppet. And I'm not saying Arlo is a puppet, but if he were a puppet that was being performed, whoever is performing him does a fantastic job at doing it. You know, some people when they perform a puppet just be like, ah, blah, 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 blah. But he clearly, like, nose puppetry. And that is a very, very impressive, nice thing. Arlo, if you don't know about Arlo already, go check him out. He's fantastic. I need to take another drink of this totally not sponsored product. Oh man, it's just, I feel like I can, I just feel like I could do anything when I'm drinking this. Oh man. Did my abs just get firmer just from drinking this? I don't know. I mean, I feel like I could live another 20 years. By the way, that's San Pellegrino, sparkling blood orange beverage. Feel free to Google that or go to your local grocery store. I'm really not sponsored by that. I don't know why I'm going with this bit. I just like the fact that I saw this in the grocery store. I'm like, wow, a little piece of tin over it. All right, moving on. The Lonely Goomba is another man that he's a man. He's a Goomba. He's a man. Is another man that I admire here on YouTube. So The Lonely Goomba, in case you don't know, I'm sure you do. It's an animated series, I guess I would say, that is, it's all about like certain games. Like he'll take a Game Boy game or a Nintendo DS game and he'll talk about it, but it's all animated through a unique character, the Lonely Goomba. I love the premise, just the idea that it's like, it's a Goomba that is stuck between two warp pipes and he's bored, so he just plays crappy video games and complains about them. It's a brilliant setup, and it's wonderfully animated. I love the effort. That is something that I feel is drastically missing on YouTube. A lot of people don't make effort. A lot of people will make shitty videos like I'm doing right now, right? This isn't a high-quality video, but I'm only doing this because I'm really busy working on actual high-quality videos that you will be seeing soon. But I love the effort of the Lonely Goomba, and very well animated. He clearly puts so much time into it, and so yeah, check out the Lonely Goomba. Subscribe to him. He's fantastic. I'm going to make a little recommendation here. This man I've known for a very long time. Nintendon. He has done podcasts and discussions with me. I've known him for many years. I met him at E3 a couple years ago for the first time, even though I'd known him for a long time. Nintendon is, again, just a very sweet person. Very generous with his time if you need him to jump on and talk about something with you. He's very genuine and just a really nice fellow. He's got a YouTube channel, Nintendon. All these people obviously have YouTube channels. I don't know why I mentioned that, but he usually posts like gameplay of Nintendo stuff. And I think oftentimes when you're looking for gameplay, you'll find somebody like screeching or talking over it. Nintendon is just, from what I know, just like straight up gameplay, which I think is actually good, because most people like to talk over gameplay. So yeah, he's just a really good man. Does a great job covering Nintendo products, and he also does work for Go Nintendo. He helps post the news there. So Nintendon, he's a great fella. Check him out. So these last two are two channels that I found somewhat recently. I realize I have 3 minutes left to do this, so I gotta be quick. First up is a YouTube channel known as Scruffy. So I stumbled upon this a few nights ago. Scruffy has these very unique, very well-produced videos about Nintendo. Just to give you a few examples of ones that I particularly loved, he took the 3D models from Pikmin 3 and he just kind of analyzed them and talked about them and gave you a behind-the-scenes look at the models, talking about like the details that went into the Bulborb's eyes or the details in the ship that they fly in. So just really, and it's really well edited. You kind of have to see it to know what I'm talking about, but he just edits it together really well. It's also got really good, he has like a custom soundtrack going with what the animations are doing and stuff. Really high quality. I love it. He also dissected some of the like audio. Like he did a video talking about what makes Super Mario music so catchy, and it's really in depth, very interesting. It's educational in a way. Check out Scruffy. He's a new little discovery of mine. I think the man needs a lot more subscribers. Check that out. It's pretty good. And then finally, Harmonica Fish is a channel that I found looking for Pikmin remixes, and oh my god, they don't have a ton of Nintendo music just yet. I think the majority of it is Pikmin remixes, but I'm okay with that. But there's just some really good Pikmin remixes on this channel that I discovered like about 3 days ago or so. Just listen to them. They are amazing. I will leave obviously the links for all of these channels below, but they have like this like a primal feeling to the remixes, and they feel just like this. Oh man, it's fantastic Pikmin remixes. Go check out Harmonica Fish. So guys, those are my favorite Nintendo YouTube channels. Oh my god, I really hope I didn't leave one out, or many of them out. I apologize if I left some people out. I tried to make this list quickly, so hopefully I didn't, you know, I'm sure there's a few people that I forgot to mention or something, but it's a, you know, I think that's a pretty good list. Once again, I want to thank you guys for the 150K subscriber milestone. I'm very like I said, I'm very humbled. And there's a lot more coming up. There's a lot on the way, and hopefully you will stay tuned right here to the BitBlock. And I'm going to continue to make videos similar to this, where I just kind of sit here in a very lazy fashion and talk to you guys. And the only reason I'm doing that is not because I'm totally lazy, but because I'm actually working very hard on other projects that you will see very soon. But you guys seem to enjoy these kind of videos, so let me know. But yeah, thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoyed that list of Nintendo YouTubers that I personally visit on a frequent basis. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. Oh, also, very quick, I feel ashamed that I forgot to mention this, but huge shout out to Chris from Cleffer Notes here on YouTube. He's done a lot of work with me on make-believe videos. He's provided a lot of amazing Nintendo remix music for me. So like I said, I'm ashamed that I forgot to mention him on camera in this video, but I am spending like an extra 10 minutes trying to get this into the video and staying up extra late just to make sure that this actually gets added into the video. So I think that kind of makes up for it, right? Check out Chris from Cleffer Notes. That link will also be in the description. The man has so many great Nintendo remixes on his channel. Again, more Nintendo music. I think you can't get enough Nintendo music on YouTube, so check him out.